I didn't throw the ring at her face. That would have been rash. No. What I did was let the fury simmer. Let it stew until it morphed into something sharper. Purpose. It all began with a text. Nothing explosive at first. Just a few too many emojis from a guy named Derek. Messages well past midnight, dressed up as work crises. And that slow-growing space between us. Thick and cold, like a concrete wall I couldn't see through. I brushed it off. I trusted her. We'd been together for 7 years. 7 years of dumb inside jokes, lazy Sunday pancakes, and evening walks with the dog. Who doubts all that over few messages? Apparently. The kind of idiot who watches his wife pack lacy black underwear for a business trip, stuff she hadn't worn in months. Definitely not for me. My heart sank like a stone, but I stayed silent. I wanted to scream. I wanted to demand answers. But I didn't. Maybe I wasn't ready to hear her lies. Or maybe I was already planning. She left that morning with a kiss on my cheek, like I was some loyal pet. Back in 3 days, love, she said, all sugary sweetness. I stood there, tasting betrayal in the air, and watched her car vanish down the street. That's when it began. First, I needed certainty. No life-burning decisions on gut feelings. I opened her laptop. She'd saved her email password, naive as hell, and started digging. My pulse pounded like a drum. Then I saw it. A hotel booking for 2. Dinner for 2. Can't wait for this weekend, babe. From Derek. I hated him instantly. More than traffic, more than taxes. My grip on the mouse went white-knuckle. But I didn't lose it. I didn't cry or shout. I smiled, not out of joy, but with the quiet satisfaction of someone who just picked up the opening hand in a game they planned to win. The next 2 days were a blur of action. I called in sick. I made phone calls, sent emails, drew up a plan so tight it wouldn't let a breath escape. This wasn't just about catching her. It was about taking back control, about making sure she never got the chance to rewrite the story with her lies. When she came back, dragging her suitcase, smelling like hotel toiletries and secrets, it all began. She smiled, smug, confident, fake. "Hey, babe," she said, going in for a kiss. I stepped back and raised my hand. "We need to talk." She flinched barely, but I saw it. She was a master at hiding her tracks, or so she thought. "What's going on?" she asked. No words, just her phone in my hand, open to an email from Derek. Her face drained of color, like I'd unplugged her from the sun. "You want to explain this?" I asked, calm, cold. "It's not what it looks like," she muttered. "Oh, no." I raised an eyebrow. "So you weren't at the Grand Mariner Hotel with him?" Silence. Brutal, crushing silence. I slipped off my wedding ring and threw it. Not at her. That would have been dramatic. I let it land on the floor and watched it spin before it stopped, right at her feet. A period at the end of a sentence. "Leave." She begged. She cried. Said it was my fault. I'd been distant, she said. She pulled every manipulative string she had. But I didn't move. I had the truth. I had the proof. I wasn't going to be the villain in her rewritten fairy tale. Eventually, she left, red-eyed, shoulders sagging, dragging that same suitcase out the door. But I wasn't done. Not even close. Next, I made sure Derek's wife, yes, he was married, knew the whole story. Anonymous email. Every receipt attached. Screenshots. Even a photo I found on my wife's phone of the two of them grinning in bed. She deserved the truth. Then I made sure her parents found out too. The ones who'd always put her on a pedestal. Miss Perfect, their darling daughter. Let's see how shiny she looks now. But the best part? The video. I'd installed security cameras weeks ago, ostensibly for safety, but deep down I think I knew. They captured more than porch deliveries. I pulled clips. Her sneaking texts, slipping lingerie into her suitcase, whispering, "I love you," Tim into the phone while I lay next to her, asleep. I stitched them together into a tight little montage and uploaded it, not to Facebook, too public, but to a private forum where cheaters get unmasked. It blew up. Thousands of views. Comments from strangers rallying around me. For the first time in weeks, I didn't feel crazy or alone. In the end, she lost everything. Her job. Derek's wife worked in HR and didn't take kindly to adultery. Her image. Her cozy life. And most importantly, me, I didn't just move on. I evolved. I sold a house, quit the job I hated, and flew to Europe solo. I drank wine in hidden courtyards and walked ancient streets. Eventually, I met someone kind, someone real, someone who showed me what love should feel like. And one evening, as I watched the sun sink into the sea along the Amalfi Coast, I smiled again. This time, it wasn't bitter. It was free.